All right, I gotta go low lights because I just walked out of the house and it is like, holy effing hell. I swear, between Lewis, he's got these lights that go on a timer when you walk out. It is like the light. I'm like, I am a mole person. I don't do this much bright light. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know. That's what Linda calls me since I was little. She's like, you're like one of the mole people. I'm like, if you only had any idea, lady. So let me think about this. All right, so I was just thinking, I'm like, all right, where did I leave off? I'm like, all right, so I'm one of, I'm like, okay, so I'm not like Little League, and there's like old OPRI was one side, actually that was this side of my mini omnisphere, and then I woke up to an ES cycle, and I'm like, okay, I know there's an operating system, and I know that there's the equestria science, but now on equestria from World War II, you torsion me and you put the dark Germans up north, and you put the good light-skinned Germans down south into the southern hemisphere, as if the time differential wasn't enough. Then you socked me with like the north, like let's think about this. Okay, so I got dark Germans. I'm surrounded by dark Germans, which are the ones that are all fucking pissed off because they got all the wrong intel coming in. And then I got southern, like the good Germans where like Beppe was, which I think is my grandfather's brother that he didn't get along with because he was too rigid. My kind of man, right? And then there was like the table of like family with the Italians where it's like I'm like I'm little and I don't understand Italian, but I know if I stand next to Antonin, he's like the best fighter I got at the table. Not saying much. But he was the strongest candidate for like the Testosterone project. Then I had his wife quiet and like, I'm not getting involved, right? Yeah, that's going to be me getting older. And then I had Ziada coming out swinging, don't know why, in this new libertary and like take all the girls out of the woods and throw them into the pubic hairs of the urban life. Ugh. And then there was Vicky, who's and she's, oh, wow, don't get too crazy, right? And then, because Ziada had to tell Antonin about nothing important ever. And then there was Geraldine, who kind of sat there, and he was like the DEANE. He was just like on the opposite side of the table, away from Tonine, but like quiet observer. Irish guy, I think. And so he was just like, huh. And then was this the day that like Terry came over? I don't know. My mom said Terry gave me some kind of red bear with a necktie, and I'm like, now wait a minute. I mean, I know I'm getting NASA messages, and I'm like, yeah, okay, right. We got the whole gathering here. There's some that know things, some that don't know things, some I don't know where they're getting their calls from, right? I could dial up, but whatever. All right, so now I'm like, this is a necktie, right? I was like, do teddy bears come in a harness? I know it's a gift, and I don't know. I'm asking lots of questions to all the adults because I don't know what rules you all have in adult New York. Right, yeah, the adults were always like tongue-tied with that. They're like, nobody, like, it's just, I mean, it's unreal the difference in life. And then me trying to like, I'm like, I play for the big league, like the super, I gotta think about this, right? We call them the, well, Brainiacs is one of them, but it's the super soldiers. That's the league that he played, I play in as well, but as right, I'm the only one quiet woman in the testosterone project of, testosterone is, yeah, mostly male. I mean, that's your male hormone, but I'm the one lady because I'm the last woman thought pattern in the main matrix machine. And I don't want any of the mentally viral last gen trying to sell me some semen, like on a computer, low-key, like miswiring their lighting project before I got here. I'm super soldier. I got what I need to do. Like, I meet with them in ways that, right, most don't know. And I'm going to have sons, so I'm not going in there like, what you got going on? Right, so I don't want to talk politics, I don't want to talk banking, I don't want to talk process with whatever I woke up in, because it's not looking like they made any money out of anything. It doesn't look like they knew anything. It doesn't look like they know where to report to anything. And I got to figure out my way over to Super Soldier. Like, I got the last and the first thought process on the thought machine. That might be kind of important. I don't know why you want to, like, weaponize shit you shouldn't be weaponizing because you're all mad at Super League that you fucked my beginning up. Doesn't change the whole testosterone project. It's the ES rolling and the OS rolling. And last time I checked, humans were down to a Flintstone car with a triangle wheel. We said, you get a triangle wheelhouse, humans, at Super League, everything, because I got to slow you down for a moment. So it's like, okay, wait, we turned the pyramid. Okay, now, how's this one? Right, good. Okay, so while you're all playing with a triangle on a wheeled car and slowing yourselves down on process, could we just get the one girl in charge of testosterone project to the one super soldier before we gotta say have funding, budget, and now what's this over here? And am I gonna have a say? What about my kid? That is like, I know they think they're super at that league. I get it. But I got one all-guy team, black turtlenecks with, like, not really super tight, right? Respectable male, right? Got it. Okay. And then me. And then whatever we got going on task lists. Why are they on task lists? They're supposed to be on a triangle front wheel that just, they're going to need to, like, help themselves push it just a little bit, and then it sits for a couple of minutes so we can regather and go, all right, now, are we balanced? Like, did everybody get to that? I mean, like, oh boy, why are they, again, I know that there's governors on certain machines that are feeding into certain layers of the problem, but again, you got me locked in a car talking to myself on some fucking whatever this is. I mean, it's Super Soldier League. Where's the phone book for them? Because last time I checked, they call me on Zup, and then I answer and dial up a human with mostly glossy whatever. I mean, okay, other thing is, I was at Warren's house one night having a glass of wine, which I then thought I was told I wasn't allowed to. He had a friend come over. But here's the thing about vertical lift. Since there was something else going on, I had a gloss over on my Sprocher machine, and I couldn't really, in my cat's vision, right? See, that's a safety feature for what's lurking around behind the scenes helping me out or helping Super Soldier League out, keep me safe from the crazy fucking humans. But how much time do you need when you gotta search my vertical lift BOA account at Anaconda super soldier, the one I'm born for, and not the two that I have paper to that are the front operation of fucking, like, why do you want to sink the super soldiers? Like the most important, like the one we can't tell you about. Why do you want to sink that project that keeps you and yours safe now and well into the future? The one that, like, we're always not talking about in the front way of saying things. Right. Okay, so they're just built right. We just know it, and they're here only to help, right? Why would you want to harm the woman in charge of the testosterone project if you're a guy? Right, yeah, no, the crazy ladies that want, like the other ladies, yeah, no, I get why they want to ruin it, because they never were married, and I get that, but there's more guys and moms that had boys, right, that just want to make sure that we get one person protecting us if we're pregnant with a kid, just on the off chance of something happening, right? Okay, so, right, if that's the way that goes, which it is in Super Soldier League, and they know, then where am I at like rescue pickup and like, who's run now? Just for medics, right? By the way, in the back of my head, remember when I said at some point, or they read on my medic report, that it's almost like they poured pancake batter on my head. And it's like that kind of, like, you got to pick that out, right? It's the sebaceous glands and the dead skin, because there's no maintenance here on upkeep of a woman in charge of testosterone project. Go figure. In super soldiers, right? Yeah, I mean, there's no anything alive. I mean, I'm in zombie territory. So now I'm trying to get them out myself, but it is painful. But if you look on my medic report about your most important asset at Super Soldier, right, that you base all your funny budgeting off of and that they pay you for, right, to make sure you take care of me, right, and the medical project I'm in charge of, right, got it, okay. The one you mean I can't get to because you got me locked in New York in some kind of like cat eye ghost network of doesn't exist because you're playing around with each other's whatever chains, pulling them, going, no, I know I was born with the only harness. No, I've been confirming that since the day I was led on the Fidelis. Now, Mr. Houston, in his handsome getup, he was born in '68, so that was like a 10-year head start to me, gorgeous. Right, the size Vlad, right, I'm his size Soviet, right, that means something in super soldiers. It doesn't really matter what country we come from, because, right, I was born here in the, whatever, New York, going in the colostomy bags. Right, now, I'm just curious, at my league, last time I checked, ENEMA, ENEMA, and enemy, ENEMY, are only separated by a gamma field and that funny acrylic letter that looks like a spaceship that nobody's put Sprotcha in my ear about. So, like, does that help on testosterone project? They're like, no, it's not a hormone, but thanks for putting your 2 cents in, and you're at league-wise.